Hi guys, I'm Manuel from the Planet of Heroes team here in Moscow. We are talking today about the changes which are happening between the first testing stage and the second testing stage, starting on Tuesday at 11 a.m. One of the biggest changes, what we will see, is we try to reduce lags for most of our players. So we saw a lot of players which came from Southeast Asia, from Korea, or from Brazil. So that means these three server locations will get new servers. So we will add a server in Sao Paulo. We will add a server in Singapore itself for all the Philippine players, for all the Malaysian players, for all the Thai players. And there will also be a server in Seoul. This should change the lag, etc., drastically. But one of the key things you have to consider is when you play with friends, three people in one group, the chances are much higher that you get assigned to your server in your region. So get your friends in, play together. That's the best tip I can give for now. Later on in the matchmaking system, in the later stages, we will change that completely. But for this special stage, we don't want to invite too many players yet, but at the same time, bring in your friends, and you will see the changes. A lot of testers of the first stage gave us a lot of great feedback and discovered a lot of bugs which we haven't seen before, frankly. One of the biggest bugs was the wall which separates your base from the jungle. And in this wall, when you're in combat, you could get stuck. Crack was one of the first guys who discovered this and made a video out of this, sent it to us, and we fixed it immediately. So you will see um, how we have changed it, and you will see the new changes when you tear down the inner turret. Then this wall will disappear completely. Otherwise, it serves as a natural barrier for the home team to not being obliterated while they exit the base. So an additional feature is we reworked the minimap completely. That means you can now tap the minimap and it will bring the camera to different stages of the game. So you can never lose track of your teammates, see the center of action. You can now tap the dragon counter to ping that you want to do the Drake monster in the jungle. So all your team does know it's time to go there now and secure these buffs. In addition, we see a lot of feedback coming from streamers which have picked up an interest in our game and really wanted to share their communities, insights, their personal vision based on the experience they have in other games. So, for example, right now we are talking to Boxbox, Albert Jeng, who's very famous for his insane rhythm plays. He has taken the time to hop on a call with us and share his vision on the mechanics, on how we could balance the champions a little bit better. And as we progress forward through the development stage, we will implement these changes. So go to the people, go to the streamers, make your voice heard, and talk to the streamers. They will act as your lawyer, your advocate towards us for making changes you as a community want. Further changes for the next phase. A lot of people have given us the feedback. Some of the champions might be in need of this little bit of rework. So we had a deep look into the champions like Captain, Psycho, and Avenger. So check out the game for yourself, how we changed it. Just as a hint, the Captain is not as fearful anymore. Also, we have changed the controls. So right now we have the problem that when you tap an ability, that you immediately jump to the nearest enemy. That's something we specifically wanted to change for making tactical choices of who you engage. The controls are behaving now a little bit differently. If you tap the ability, it will automatically choose the next enemy for you. If you swipe the ability, it will go into the right direction towards you have swiped. Or if you hold the ability and release it at some point, but then you will execute it directly on the point you want it to have. So this is like a major change in the control system, which you definitely should check out. Further changes we have done for the next testing phase is especially the bots. The bots, unfortunately, have been too strong. We definitely wanted to provide you with a challenge, however, not that much of a challenge, so that you get frustrated by a practice match. So the bots will behave a little bit different now. I hope that you will have a positive experience with them, still can train with them, and we might bring the same difficulty back at a later stage. Also, we wanted to include a direct feedback mechanism. So that means now you can tap in the status bar. There is a chat button, and with this chat button, you can directly contact us as a developers if you have any difficulties with the game, or if you just want to give us your feedback. So that means you don't have to go specifically to Facebook anymore or to Reddit, even though we would really appreciate you doing that because we are really valuing the intra-community discussions. However, for simple bug reporting, it's better to contact us directly. We cannot provide yet a full 24/7 support. However, your messages are all read and replied to in due time. One of the new features we also introduced is the assists. So you have seen already that your kills and your deaths are tracked, and you had a little minus in the scoreboard where the assist should have been. Now the assists are tracked, so your team sees immediately your usefulness, even though if you didn't do the killing blow. Last but not least, I wanted to stress again that we will have the solo leagues, as you have seen in the first phase. So if you want to win $100 in App Store or Play Store, please take part in the games, play PvP, and rank the phases. Besides the solo league, we will also introduce a team ranking league. So whenever you have 3 people in one group and compete against other people, that would mean that your progress is counted also in a different ladder. And also you will naturally get prizes for it when you rank first, second, or third. That's it for the devlog for today. I hope you enjoyed it. And well, see you on Tuesday.